nonetheless, do you think these feelings that you're sharing with us, this sense of resentment against what's happening in Japan, is felt by people high up in the government as well?
Absolutely. I think Chinese government, the Chinese society, the Chinese people are very clear about our opposition against the rise of Japanese militarism or new Japanese fascism. I think there is universal condemnation against what is happening in Japan, and any threat of use of force by Japan against China, which is a violation of the terms of Japan's unconditional surrender to China back in 1945. Now, on top of that, I think the majority of the people here in my country, including my government, support the eternal friendship between China and Japan on the precondition that new Japanese fascism, new Japanese militarism should never be allowed to happen in Japan.
So what about the government in Japan then, Pascal? Is it something that you think can change or can be moved in a perhaps more peaceful direction with the present prime minister?
I do not see the government of Japan currently drifting towards fascism. What they are doing is militarism. Yes, they do want to spend 2% of GDP on the military. They are changing some of the military doctrines, which I think is a bad idea. But I still do hope that just as 10 years ago, they will not manage to actually change the Japanese constitution, which says in Article 9 that it renounces the right to war, and that it will not maintain standing armies, although it has the self-defense of the forces, which for all intents and purposes are a proper army.
Why would Japan want to piss off China, a country with 1.4 billion people, the largest standing army in the world, soon to be the largest economy in the entire world? Why would you want to do that? I mean, why would you go to the biggest, baddest guy and start poking him in the middle of the playground when you can instead find a way to placate him, I guess? I don't know. Is that a too simplistic of a question, Pascal?
No, but they don't. I do think Japan does not want to poke China in any way. What happened when Prime Minister Takaichi said what she said, she did so in response to a question by an opposition parliamentarian who tried to push her in exactly the other way. He tried to push her into denying doing that, and she foolishly actually said so. And she used these very, very detrimental words that evoke so many memories, very bad memories in China. I do think that it was also a strategic mistake because no prime minister ever said so. So they kept both ways open. They kept this strategic ambiguity, which she destroyed herself. That is a stupid act, but she cornered herself with that because now, if she actually took it back, she would get the wrath of her right wingers, who she also needs in order to support her government. Although now that's not that true anymore because she has that huge mandate. So I do believe that she has more leeway now to try to fix this situation, although in order not to lose face, she would not be able to do it by standing in front of the cameras and say I officially apologize and bow, but there might be other ways of doing so. And one more thing I want to add is it just shows that in East Asia, words matter. The president of the United States today can say anything under the sun, as outrageous as possible, like I want Greenland and stuff like that. And it doesn't matter because we all know this. We are past this. And in East Asia, words matter. So I do hope that she understood that point now.